This is a new thing we're going to do every once in a while, okay? Real or fake? We're going to show you a clip, and we got to decide, is this real or fake? So, okay, we got this one.
Okay, this is a
And
truck.
by the way, these are viral clips that are being spread around on the Chinese internet.
Right now. These are all new. So we want to show you what's being spread on the Chinese internet. We want you, we've already figured out if they're real or fake. We want you to guess in the audience, so put your guess down below.
Yes.
In the chat or in the comments if you're watching not live. We'll also look at those. Tell us if you think this clip of this big blue truck coming in is real or fake. Tips. Oh, boy. Whoa, pause it there.
Okay, wait.
I'm sorry. You can,
I'll pause it on this. Real
or fake? So I'll let this populate for a second. I want to ask you, because you don't actually know. I said, I know if these are real or fake. I have not told you yet. I put this together. Do you think that was real or fake? But don't tell me why.
I'm going to say it's fake.
Okay. We got real. Vast majority saying real. We got a couple of these. We got Red Dawn saying fake. We got Whitley saying real. We got Cammie Tefford saying fake. We got Mr. Eddie Lomax saying fake. We got Keebler saying real. I would say the vast majority are saying real.
Okay, so what is it?
It is fake.
Okay.
It is fake. It is an AI video, AI slop video. Did not make it. It was going viral.
You know why it's hard to tell with those kind of videos before we move on to this next one? It's because the video quality, the majority of video quality that comes out of China is so poor that when you produce something like that and you purposefully make it low quality like that, you think it's real.
It's true. It's true.
But yeah, it is fake.
Give us a thumbs up if you got that right. Give us a thumbs up on the video. Click like. We're trying to get to 3,000 likes. Thank you.
Okay. Now, this is another clip. And this is a guy found, because this is beef, right?
It's called Feino.
Yeah, so he ordered like fatty beef. I guess Feino is like Wagyu, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah. So but it's not that distinction. It's the equivalent, right?
Yeah.
So fatty beef. This is definitely not Wagyu.
No,
I can tell by looking at it.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah.
He's like, what's going on? Why is there a little hand in my Wagyu?
It's like there's a rat's hand.
A baby rat's hand.
Yeah.
Probably what happened here, if it turns out to be real. Let's have you guys guess in a second.
Because they ground up a rat.
They ground up a rat. And so they have these machines. And if you've been on our patreon.com/ADVpodcast, we actually did we have a Monday show. We'll talk about it in a second. But a Monday show, we did this episode on China's like horrible food industry. Yeah. And they have these machines that grind up everything they put in it. So when they make processed like chicken, those tubes, like tubes of meat sticks. Well, they put the whole chicken in there with the feathers and bones.
I'll tell you what, when they make hot pot meats and this sliced meat like this, they're pretty clever. They make this like paste, and then they'll actually take bits of fat, like a string of fat, and then they'll like put it through a roller, and they put the fat in it, so it looks it looks like it's real meat.
Yeah. So
and they colorize it and everything.
So almost everyone here, make sure you tell me if it's real or fake. Yeah. Everyone here is saying real. We got a couple of fakes, like Tracy Schultz is saying fake.
Let's cut to the chase. Let's tell them that's real.
It's real
because I've seen that clip. It's real.
I personally think it's not necessarily a rat. I think it might be something like a mole or some other small animal. You know what I mean? I do, but it is a real clip. It's a real clip. It's not AI.
Real. Yeah. All right. Let's move on to the next one. Yes. Okay. So we've got.
Yeah, we gotta let this one ride. I think I did slow it down. Guys, pay attention clearly to this one. Chicken jumps up.
Pops out an egg and the dog eats
Just want to examine this, okay? Chicken's on the table. Dog is riding an electric scooter. At the exact moment the chicken hops up on the table, this is for our listeners, hops up on the table, it shoots an egg out of its ass. Yeah. Lays an egg midair. Yeah. Looks very real, at least.
Dog eats it.
Dog eats it, chomps it down. The woman spazzes out in the background, drops whatever she's doing. Yeah. Real or fake? Well, there's another egg on the ground. Did you see that? Yeah. Fake.
So what is the answer?
Pause it.
Oh, sorry.
It was fake, and I want to show you how. Can you pause it on the chicken?
Yeah.
No, like where we can actually see it properly.
Okay.
While it lays the egg.
Whoop, sorry. I'll quickly just go past this.
I want to tell you how I figured it out.
Okay.
Number one, it's absurd.
Of course, it's absurd. Yeah.
But that's not how I figured it out. I did it through logic.
Okay. What's your logic?
I want to ask you, why is it impossible that chicken laid that egg?
Maybe the trajectory.
It's a rooster.
Oh, it's a rooster.
Look at it.
Oh, it's got the
It's got a
comb. Yeah, that's true.
Rooster, probably not. I know it's 2025. I know we're living in a progressive world. Don't think roosters are laying eggs.
Yeah, we used to have this like game we'd play in school, and it'd be like a bunch of questions. And one of the questions is you'd like draw a hill, and you'd like put an egg there, and you'd say like, if which way would the egg roll when the rooster lays the egg? And they'd like, oh, downhill. You're like, nah, roosters can't lay eggs.
Oh,
that kind of
like, you ever do this? Like, repeat after me.
The milk thing?
Yeah.
The milk
Like,
thing.
what do cows drink?
Everyone knows the milk thing. You got to say
old bit.
silk like 10 times. And you're like, what do cows drink? And then you milk. No, like, but you know what?
They do.
Baby cows do.
But it's not cows, it's cat. That would be calves.
Yeah,
right? Whatever, anyway.
Stupid schoolyard nonsense.
Schoolyard nonsense.
But this is absolute rubbish. Yes, it's fake. You guys were right. That's fake.
Yeah, pretty much everyone said that's fake.
I mean,
some people are arguing. Some people are saying, not a rooster, it's a hen. It's so low quality. I see a comb. I do see, you know what I do see?
What?
I do see hen coloration on the feathers, but I'll tell you guys are both wrong because it's an AI video.
Yes.
It's not real. It's going around Chinese internet.
Yeah.
It's not a hen or a rooster because it's not a real animal.
Yes.
What do we got here?
Guy is sweeping up stuff on the floor and throwing it into the pot.
He's cooking soup.
Yeah. And he obviously, like, some ingredients got dropped on the floor.
Can I
so
see
he's
that
picking it
again?
up. Yeah, sure.
Just want to see that one more time. Just one more time. Just because that's a tough one. Let me see.
This stupid dog thing is annoying me. It's
Guess
so
in the
annoying.
chat.
Okay, see? He swept up some things off the floor.
Okay. Just looking at the way he's holding that broom.
Yeah, it does look sus, doesn't it?
It does. And I will tell you this. This is the only clip in the entire batch where I don't know.
Yeah.
So I actually I want you guys to answer.
Sure.
Most people saying real because of the floaters. Oh, interesting. But I don't know. I feel like in an AI video could probably make that
let's
happen.
take a
This
look.
is the only one I don't know. I actually don't know.
Okay, you don't know this one?
No.
Okay, we're going to look one more time, guys. I want to take a look at the way the broom operates, because that's really what's going to be the tell.
Weird, right?
Well, let's see. We're going to see right now. We'll make our decision.
Yeah, we'll come up with a decision. He's sweeping so... Oh, look it.
No, I
Did you
think...
see his hand when it comes off the broom?
Yeah, but I think that's just him doing his lazy thing. Look. Watch.
No, it looks like the broom handles change in size.
That's just perspective.
Let's see.
Oh, you know what this is?
What?
I think it's a filter.
What do you mean?
You remember how they put robots on people cooking to make it look like robots are cooking?
Yeah.
I think they've added some kind of filter to this.
You think so?
Yeah. I'm going to say it's a hybrid.
I'm calling AI.
Okay. I'm going to say hybrid. You guys are going to have to decide. Let's see what's next
Real
coming out of
and fake.
China.
I gotta look at the audience. That's what matters.
Yeah, what do they have to say?
It started real, and now most people saying fake.
Yeah. I think,
I hope it's fake.
I honestly do think it's a hybrid.
I think it's a hybrid.
I think it's real footage and someone's put a filter. Because like you can get filters.
What would be the point?
Well, because it'd be funny to like replace his utensils that he's using with a broom or something.
Oh, you're saying he's real. You're saying. Okay.
You remember the robot thing
I
where they have
understand
those
what you're
robots cooking, but it's a filter over a real person.
So you're saying he's not really putting broom stuff in there. He's
actually putting some real stuff in the pot.
Or something. Interesting.
That's my guess.
Okay.
Anyway, let's see what's this next one. Got a girl here. She's waving her little wand around.
Real or fake? What about this Harry Potter video? Is this real or fake? I can give you a definitive answer on this one.
Okay.
So you go ahead and guess.
I'd say it's real.
You're guessing real?
Yeah.
Okay.
At least most of it's real. Maybe they added the the lightning flash in the background, the post, but it looks real to me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's just coming through right now. Of course, we have a little bit of a buffer, so real. Mm-hmm. Yes, it is real, guys.
Good.
It is real.
Yeah, it looked
Not
real.
Israel.
Yeah, it's real.
It is real.
Excellent. Okay.
What about this? Can you explain what you're seeing?
You've got mountains covered in solar panels.
Okay.
And it's all over the landscape.
It looks like the end of the world.
It does look very terrible, doesn't it?
Now,
Someone's
I'll ask you
doing
you guys go ahead and guess in the chat if this is real or fake. regardless, I can tell you this. China would use something like this to brag. Pause it there.
Yeah.
To brag. Okay. To me, whether it's real or fake, which I do have an answer,
Yes.
looking at this makes me want to die.
It's horrible.
This is the end. This isn't good.
Can you imagine how nice that you looked before that? Like just the greenery on the hills there.
I know.
Now
What
it
was
just looks like a pile of junk.
What did Elon Musk or whatever put out something today bragging about how much more solar energy China's got, right? 3 times more than the US or something.
I think he should also be saying how much less arable land they have now, because they're actually covering proper farmland, and they're covering places that, you
think people
are
like
important.
that? Think that people like that care?
Nah.
We've seen villages where they drag people out because they have to wipe out their village, and they're doing subsistence farming.
Yeah.
These people are growing like little crops to stay alive. They carry them out kicking and screaming. Old people, young people.
Yeah, we've shown it.
And they have to. We have to show that again because they do it to do this.
Yeah.
Now, some of those villages are not even hooked up to anything, by the way.
Oh, those solar panels. Yeah, a lot of them are fake. It's a big facade. They want to show everyone, look how much solar we have.
I mean, they put rocks on sticks in the ground to trick CCP officials
To think
that
it's
there's
cotton.
crops there
Yeah.
or cotton.
Yeah.
They paint mountains green to do what?
Yeah, with actual paint. Not even hydro seeding, just paint.
Yeah, to do what? Why?
Just so that it, to fool the officials into thinking that they've, rejuvenated the land because they destroyed it.
Right. So why would the solar panels be real then? Like why would they actually be hooked up?
I'm telling you, there'll be a percentage. There's a large percentage of them that aren't real.
Right.
There'll be lots that are real.
So why are people putting out tweets in support of China as if everything is real?
Because they look at the propaganda and they believe it. It's that simple. When you're getting your information from the Chinese government, you would expect the government to be truthful, but it's not.
Yes.
So that, I can tell you right now, is real.
It's real.
That's real.
Good guess, guys.
You know what else is real over here is
the aftermath.
soil erosion because of this. Take a look.
You think they do it well?
Yeah, and I mean, look, when you're doing this, if you cut off the sun from all the foliage underneath, right, you mess with the ecosystem, you're going to have situations like this where it affects the ground and it starts to erode away. It's not very good.
Can we not destroy the environment?
Oh, no, China, they have to.
They do it?
Yes.
And then they destroy the other environments of other countries, like destroy all of the fishing and all of the sea life in other countries.
Correct.
And do illegal mining.
And
then
pollute.
they tell the world that you have to respect China because they're the most ecologically friendly
Isn't
country
it
in the
weird
world.
that way? And all the
It's-
trash being pulled out of the ocean is Chinese, all the plastic.
It's like being bullied by a psychopath.
It's gaslighting.
It's gaslighting.
Dude, is this real or fake? We've got
Let's
a middle-aged woman who's doing a death-defying stunt
Gosh.
order-
my gosh, that's so
Yeah.
high.
in order to water her plants.
That's like 30 stories up.
Yeah, because that's a planter, not a balcony.
And there's no guardrail.
No.
Guys, tell us in chat right now and in the comments. Is that
or
real
fake?
or fake? What do you think? What do you think? Because that's absolutely terrifying. We got fake, 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 fake. Hold on. Gotta let this populate for a second.
Because I know the answer to this because I've actually seen this video.
You have seen this one. Okay. Real, fake, fake, fake. Real, fake, 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 fake,
Okay.
fake, 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 fake. Let me just read a couple. Taro says, please be fake. Swank Daddy says, real. Stephen Kane says, fake. Little F says, real.
Well, you know what? Little F is right because it is real.
It's real.
And I've seen this with my own eyes. In the building, I used to live on the 32nd floor of a building.
Oh, are you sure? You know what I have to say to that?
That's 22nd.
Yeah, but
I used to live on the 32nd.
Oh my days, Shakarada.
It's true. But anyway, so I used to live on this 32nd floor, and I used to look out, and there was an IE, we call her an auntie. And she would climb out of her window. She had a ledge probably about this big. She would climb out to clean her windows, and she would Spider-Man across and only be holding onto the window. And it used to freak me out, man.
Crazy.
Yeah, it used to freak me out. That's real. That's very real.
It's truly real.
Okay, so what are we looking at here? Because I think this is probably our last clip.
I can't remember. Let's have a look. This is a live stream of selling products.
Yeah, it's this guy.
Is that real or fake?
Real or fake, guys? Let's
let us know. Let us know in the chat / in the comments. Do you think this is real or is it fake? I'm just gonna ask you. Have you seen this? I won't ask you if you've seen it.
I have.
You have seen it. Okay.
I know. So I'm not going to give it away.
Oh, we got fake.
But this makes me angry.
fake.
If
fake,
that gives
real.
anything away.
One Dragonelle says real, and then somebody says fake.
Okay.
Fake. And then Amix says
Explain.
real, and Dale Ferrier says fake. Well, I don't need to explain. There's a headline.
Okay, there's a headline.
There's a headline. Oh my dear Chocolado, what is this? Can you read that?
AI avatars in China just proved they are better influencers. It only took a duo 7 hours to rake in more than $7 million. Like, is that US dollars?
That is US dollars.
That's insane.
That's not a joke, by the way.
Yeah.
Can you tell me, do you think this is an outlier, or is this going to be the norm?
This will probably be the norm. So from what I understand from the story is the people are real, but then they just made AI avatars of themselves, like an AI live stream of themselves, and then just gave it instructions, and it went off and sold $7 million worth of online goods in live streams.
Correct.
And presumably through like multiple live streams, because that's how it works in China. You've seen those things where there's like 100 phones in front of somebody. So it'll be something like that. It would have gone out to 100 different platforms and just kind of sold. But that's insane.
I hate this.
And yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, who's going to be buying this stuff? Because if you can't make money
Who wants
anymore,
to watch fake shit? I'm sorry, but like, who wants that?
Yeah.
Why are so many people blindly pushing forward that we need to progress in this area?
I'll tell you who wants to watch it is Chinese people want to watch it. And I'll tell you why, because probably for about 7, 8 years now, they've been watching fake stuff anyway, because every single live stream has got a filter on it and you don't even know what the person looks like.
Yeah, but at least it's a human behind it.
Well, I mean, barely.
Now it's none.
Yeah.
Now it's zero.
I mean, you have situations where you think it's a woman, but it's actually a man.
Yeah, but that's a human. We've deleted all humans now.
Yeah, I know. But I mean, if you're going to be watching something that's not real anyway, why not make it, like you can tweak the parameters and make it into something that they really want to see.
Yeah, I don't
Makes
like
sense?
it. I just don't like
I don't like it either. I think it's the end of the world, man.
It really is.
Anyway,
so.
That's a discussion for another time.
that's
Philosophical discussion, yes.
Just a quick thing. It says Chinese entrepreneur raked in
7.65 million after streaming using an interactive digital avatar.
Yeah.
That was more than what he earned from his previous live stream, which he hosted personally.
So this is a deep-seek moment. What bothers me about this is that it performed better than when he did it in real life.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Yeah, of course, because it'll know what works.
Yes.
And it will adjust on the fly.
That's like corporate dystopia mixed with authoritarian government stuff, like communism. Is this real or fake?
Is this real or fake?
Guy hooked up a some sort of like
Just a
mosquito
UV light?
attractant. Yeah, UV
Just a
light.
UV light, yeah.
And they put a net because he's so tired of the mosquitoes biting the shit out of him.
Yeah. You'll see if you buy a bug trap, it always has a UV light in it. And
that's
that
right.
attracts mosquitoes and they go for it for whatever reason.
Real or fake?
Real or fake, everybody? What do you think?
Peace and love. I like that better. Real.
Yes. Yeah.
Real. Of course it's real.
That's very real.
It's very
and it's
real.
a very good
It's
idea.
a great idea.
But I mean, that you buy those already. Like,
sure.
you can actually buy those things. They've got a fan in it. I've got one.
Yes.
And you hang it wherever and it attracts them and it sucks them in. So it's just a novel take of it.
This is our last clip, I believe.
Okay.
What do we have here? Can you explain what's happening?
Potato thieves. Corn raiders. I did a whole video about China's corn raiders. So what happens is it's harvest time. The potatoes are ready to be picked and the farmer's busy harvesting them. But word spreads around and so people just descend on the farm and start stealing all the potatoes. These are like grab hags. And they are even active at night. The farmers are trying to chase them out with flashlights and like, get out of here, stop stealing my potatoes. But, they're just destroying his crop and stealing it.
That is dystopia. Did you see how bad the sky was? Pure pollution, by the way.
Oh, it's not cool.
But yeah, people, it's real.
That's real. We don't even
People-
need to. Yeah.
Are stealing potatoes. And you got to understand, these aren't government farms where like the government owns a huge swath of land so you don't feel guilty. These are people barely scraping by.
Yeah, it's not fair. The farmers get completely decimated every time. Yeah. Yeah, because they don't make any money off this stuff anyway, and then it's just being stolen. It's pretty horrible.
This happens quite often.
Yes.
Real Chinese phenomenon.
This is the last one.
This is incredible.
Okay, this is such a China scene. Let's keep an eye on what's going on here. So,
I'm scared to show this.
you think so?
I don't know.
Let's find out. You've got like a brawl going on in the background. Nobody
Very
gets.
common scene.
Nobody gets.
Yeah, can I say,
badly hurt, don't
China,
worry.
chill out. You're allowed to show fighting, and people are pushing each other over and over again. They're
See,
just pushing.
The guy threw the chair on the ground, not
Yes.
onto somebody.
Yes.
Okay.
But watch this.
You've got this whole big thing going on, but then watch what happens over here. Is this real or is this fake?
It's real or fake, guys.
Yeah.
This scene is so correct.
Yeah.
Isn't
So
it just correct?
I mean, if you guys hadn't noticed, you've got this e-bike, electric scooter went into like a little hole, and now the two guys that were riding it, because they were looking at the brawl,
yes, they're like, oh, brawl.
they're trying to get their scooter out of the hole now while the brawl continues, and some like farmer carrying a big load of something comes to look in the background there, and everyone looks on.
I think I redid it.
Oh, you did? Okay. So, you know,
In case you missed, you see that little arrow?
yes.
At the beginning of the video, it'll actually tell you kind of where you should be looking.
Yeah.
These
Yeah.
people
People are just being thrown
They're
around
throwing each other around.
and rolling around.
The guy's like, help me, to the guy just staring.
Yeah.
You see him? He's like, get over here.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that real or fake? What do you guys think? Fake, 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 real, fake, real, 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 real. Too funny to be fake. Real, real, fake, 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 fake. This is real.
It's real.
This is freaking real.
It is real, and this is probably one of the most China scenes I've seen in a while.
It
Just
is classic.
everything about this. So I'm just playing it once more, so you can pay attention to where that arrow is. Watch the arrow, and then
It's just so almost nostalgic.
yeah,
for
because
China.
look, everyone's a looky-loo. Look, there comes another scooter, and he stops, and he's also just looking. So the guys on the bike were looking at the brawl.
The car just drives.
Yeah, exactly.
The guy, I love the guy looking the fight, but also the scooter guys. And I just love the scooter guy when he's like, help me.
Yeah,
He like beckons over to him.
yeah,
This is just insanity.
yeah. That's rural China, though.
That is rural China. This is just how things are in China. Do not believe the propaganda that it is like shiny buildings. The majority of China looks like this.
Yes. Yeah. If you're in downtown
say
Shanghai
rural.
or Beijing, it's different.
You
But
say
yeah.
rural, it's basically suburbs.
Okay, semi-rural.
Yeah.
This is semi-rural. It's
Suburb
not like
China.
Yeah, it's not the farms or whatever. But that was real.
That was real.
Okay, cool.
I remember you left my spirit. With you high is all I'm feeling. Remember.
So do you remember what food Box ended up liking?
Loves pine cones.
Pine cones,
Cat
like a
food.
We've made it to Sha Hu Park. And on the back of my card here, I have our first mission.
My homework last night. Riding on.
I don't know what that is.
You don't?
It's like purple scooter.
Yeah.
Really suits him.
I'm looking for this girl. She answers to the name of Box. Look at this. Is this someone's like trying to say like I'm here, I'm trapped? What if they're kidnapped or something?
Walker told me I had AIDS.
Wait, what?